Okay.
All right, this is a 1990 CRX DX model. Started having alternator problems. The battery started going out on it, where the car wouldn't crank. Finally died on me, and had it tested. Charged with the battery with the trickle charger. That took me with the battery tender trickle charger, the 0.8 amp. Took me 5 days to charge the battery enough to start up the car. Took it down to the auto store. They checked it. They said the original alternator, or the one I put in about 4 years ago, the mechanic did, was going bad. But otherwise the battery was good. So yesterday we switched out. We got a new generic battery from the Advanced Auto Parts.
Alternator,
I'm sorry. And after we put it in, we tested it. It was at 12.19 on the volts. Should be at, what is it, 13.5?
should go up to 13.25 to 14, or
to 14,
you know, and
so
it
that
didn't.
as you're driving, it's recharging the battery. And the battery should be at about 12.6. So when it was at 12.18 or 19, it's lower than what the battery charge is, so it's not charging up the battery as you're driving. So I was going to end up having the same problem. So now we're going to take out the bad alternator. Okay.
The bad new one.
The bad new alternator, right. We've already got ordered a second one. The guy there at the store, Luis, tested it twice. He said it's good, so hopefully once it gets here from the store to here, it won't go bad, and we won't have to do that change this out 3 or 4 times. Okay, so the first step is, because you have, if you look over here on the alternator, right here, where that little blue dot is, you've got that wire going directly here to the negative post. I'm sorry, the positive. The plus, the red, the positive one. And so before you start working on it, you want to make sure that you unhook that. All right.
Yeah, and I just want to, I'll add a comment here. South Main Auto, Eric O, has always suggested not to use aftermarket alternators, and this is the reason why.
Yep, that's a real good idea.
There's a video. Now, just to let you guys know, we do have the negative disconnected. He's got a it's kind of it's a kill connection, right? You want to get it real quick?
Yeah, let me get it real quick.
It's kind of like a kill switch, but this post is definitely disconnected. But to connect it, he puts
you just screw that in,
and then it's connected. So we had that disconnected. So now the battery is totally disconnected. Okay. I'm going to stop there.
Okay, now we're going to start taking the bolts off the alternator.
That bolt right there, that blue one, I'm pointing with my finger.
Yep, that one right there.
My buddy is pointed right there. Okay.
That's 10 millimeter, so we've already got all our tools here. We've got the 10 millimeter. These 2 top bolts are 14 millimeter. So we got our...
Actually, this one's 14.
I'm sorry, you're right.
The one at the bottom is 14, and the one back over there is a 12.
And you think that if it was a mechanic engineer, he would have done them all
14. Hey.
And then
sometimes, you know, I feel like kicking Bill Gates in the groin.
Yep.
For all the crappy Windows crap.
Yep.
Anyway, go ahead.
So we're going to take that off. You got to be careful. This just drove the car here. It's only been about 30 minutes, so the engine's still kind of hot. So we're going to go ahead and try it.
Burn yourself there.
And I'll probably end up, yeah, it's pretty hot. Get that on there. Ouch.
Yeah, my buddy Gilbert says, okay, do that. I'll be back in a second. If you have trouble, come. Just whatever you do, if you can't get it off, don't force it.
Yeah.
Come get me. That was awesome, man. Gilbert, you should have seen his toolbox, man.
Is that the Gilbert Ochoa that had his dad, Dr. the dentist?
Oh yeah.
So what's Gilbert doing now?
He's some type of he's got some type of server type company. Him and another guy opened up in Colorado.
Okay.
He went back to Pan Am, got his programming degree, and then he got a job with Martin Marietta in Colorado. You know, they had contracts with the government and all that. And then I think he met a buddy of his there,
Okay, cut it.
because you're getting ready to get it off there, right? Yeah, it should be.
Okay, we got most of it off, and now I'm just using my hand to get the last of it off. And there it comes
There it
out.
is. All right, dude. Just throw it right there in that, and there that magnetized dealie.
And then we just pulled the wire.
Okay, the green. All right, the green plug. I know it's hard to see here.
This one
Yeah,
in
the
the
green
back.
plug. Okay, on that side, the side facing the car,
Right.
the firewall. You stick your hand in there and you kind of push down and then just wiggle it. It's kind of like this.
Okay.
See, let me just show them here on the. It kind of has like this little lever right here, and you got to press down. Okay, and then you kind of just wiggle it back that way, and it should come up on then. And don't burn yourself. If you can't get it, I'll get it for
It's
you.
hot. That is hot. Okay.
Yeah, they get up to about 200 degrees, man. I have students ask me, "Sir, is that hot?" 198 degrees outside is pretty hot, right? Well, can you imagine 200?
Okay.
Oh, there it is. You got it.
So there you can see it.
Yeah, let me.
You just press that part down. See if we can see it here a little bit better.
Kind of hard to.
You press down right there on the end,
Oh yeah.
and then you
showed
just
it there first.
wiggle it out.
Yeah.
Comes right off.
Don't force it out. Now you do have to lift the cable there. Just kind of lift it up. The one that goes straight to the battery, just kind of, it should come just straight up, and you should have plenty of room to lift it. There you go. Sounded like you.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
So he's loosening the 14. He had a good question just right now. Just wanted to know why the engineers didn't put like all 14s, but I don't know. Maybe they had a sale on the 12s or something. They should be toward you.
There we go.
Okay. It was not that easy yesterday.
Right. Yesterday was a lot harder. So my old mechanic, when he put in,
Oh, he gorilla tightened it, man.
yeah, that
Right
was
now-
really hard.
You want to go underneath?
Yeah.
Gonna do that? And let's see if I can follow you down there. That's an old man groans there, man. It's like I tell my students, don't get old.
Yep. It sucks.
It sucks getting old.
Okay, this one.
And don't get the dreaded disease called age. Hang on, man. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the other 14, the lower bolt.
Yep. And shouldn't be that tight.
Let me try.
Worst case, I'll try and get you maybe a half inch.
All right.
If you can't budget with that, I'll get you a half inch. And also, you may be in an awkward position where you can't get enough leverage.
Yeah, let me try moving up a bit.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
Remember, we torqued that one down, so
Yeah, it's coming.
45 Newton meters. And it should come off, man. It shouldn't be that.
There we go.
Yeah, go ahead and loosen it some more, man, that way.
All the way off, or?
Yeah, just pull it all out.
All right.
And then you can just let it there on the ground, and we'll... Remember, we got to knock that little thing through.
Yeah.
All right, so you got that. Okay. And now you can get the 12. Let me just point to where the 12 is there. The 12 is this guy right here. Whoa, hot. Well, it's kind of hard because it's dark, but I can point it with my finger. The 12 is right there. Yeah, I should get, you know what, I'm going to stop it.
Okay.
Okay, so now he's going to get that 12. That's a 12 millimeter right there. Yeah. So this one over here, let me see if I can get my hand in there. That one was a 14. That's a 12. The one underneath is also a 14. So anyway, all right, go for it, Al. Yeah, push in and then pull out, and then get that 12 there.
Okay.
And again, that should not be that difficult to get off, you know?
Yeah.
And
yep, that's relatively easy.
Because we torqued them correctly. And then the bracket down there, yeah, and you can go ahead and just pull the sucker all the way out.
All right, it's almost out. It's coming out.
It's a long one.
There it
remember?
goes. Yep. All right.
Alrighty, so that should be loose. You may want to loosen this 14 again right here.
All right.
Put this. Remember that you got.
Oh yeah.
It's a 14. Just so that bracket can kind of have a little give, you know.
All right.
And you don't have to take it off. Just loosen it. There you go. Okay, so that should be that thing should move now. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So now what you want to do is take the belt off, and that's you're gonna have to pull on the. You may have to with one hand pull the and not get burnt.
Okay, so I just pulled it towards
Pull
me.
it towards you, and then take it off the pulley of the alternator if you can.
Okay, there we
There you
go.
go. Okay.
And just
And so
drop it.
now you're going to knock the bolt that's coming all the way through. Just you can just probably tap it. Remember, we put a whole bunch of anti-seize on it,
Yeah.
so you could probably just tap it with the hammer. I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
To the. All right, so we're gonna attempt to pull out the. Let's see if I can get right.
So we got this bolt here in the bracket that's holding the alternator up. So we're going to tap on it on the end with the hammer.
Yeah, just lightly.
It'll come out on this side.
You could
pull
probably,
it out.
yeah. Now, okay, let me just say something. Typically, what you would do is you would put the nut on it, okay,
Right.
and then you wouldn't put the nut all the way through, but you'd put it in like
Just
halfway,
Right.
and then tap on the nut. That way,
You don't ruin the
that way you
threads,
don't ruin
right?
the threads and stuff.
Look how easy that is.
Yeah. Okay.
And the reason why was that, Hector?
Well, we put a whole bunch of anti-seize coat.
That's right. So it made it a lot easier.
A lot
The
easier, bro.
previous mechanic didn't do that,
Nope.
so it was
There it is.
extremely difficult.
Alrighty, cool. I'm gonna stop. Right.
All right.